Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me? You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kinda dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer's gonna be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see? An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said? I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare
Why?
the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Run!
Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take them down!
Don't be scared. Help!
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded. Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Dad? Mom? Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can! Don't trust anyone! Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
You're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you think? No day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even been here. Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages. The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions. The natural energy of Teyvat is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power. Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Surtalogi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss, an act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners. The elemental energy of Teyvat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time. A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you. So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear. Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Windblade! Windblade! Windblade!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes. Faster! Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that. You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path. Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements. Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength, but it's also what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training. If you wish to master the elements at a fundamental level, you must see the entire natural world. Nature in all its places and forms. That is part of what it means to be a traveler.
What is the secret to power? Longing, hatred, self-preservation. No, it is fear. The fear of losing those you love. The fear of watching your home burn. Fear of loneliness. Fear of death. Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer. Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering of bone. After all, bones can always be reset. Good, Skirk. Once again, you survived. How do you feel?
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh, and mend what is broken. Then take up your sword.
Yes, Master.
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword, and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block. Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your brother. Huh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened to him, do you?
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want. But only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, Anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation. How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Water jet!
Bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental abilities. Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it. Warriors will train day and night to perfect their skills. But when the battle comes, their fate may be decided in a matter of minutes. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and just like that, all their blood, sweat, and tears were for nothing. You need to push yourself to perfection, or you might not even live to regret it.
Skirk is amazing! She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off!
Oh, she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible! I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying, you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown.
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.